stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Okay, here we go. We're getting this working now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sim Racing Media Network. We are live from the beautiful Irish Hills of Michigan here at Michigan International Speedway for the Ruff-Neck Racing Series. Brought to you by Jeff Wagner's Welding. I am Angel Santiago, joined today by my broadcast partner, Sam Frazier. Sam, how are we doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, Angel. How about yourself?
Man, I am doing pretty good myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. I may have jumped the gun here. We may have jumped in a little early, but that's no problem because we didn't really get to talk to many drivers last week. So I think maybe let's talk to some drivers here before practice ends and right before qualifying starts.
You know what? I agree. That's a good idea.
Let's see here.
Who should we get first?
Trying to see if if Rowdy's here or not. I don't. Oh, there he is. There. Let's go ahead and talk to last year's race winner. Jimmy, it's Angel and Sam here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us, buddy.
Yeah, I got a copy.
We're gonna go ahead and get some interviews here started a little bit early. We decided to bring you in. You are the defending race champion of Michigan from last year. So, what's the plan tonight? Looks like you're doing pretty good in practice yourself tonight.
The plan is to just run with the Ruff-Neck team. Tim Richardson, Ace Barker, Doug Wagner, and Matthew Gall and Jeff Scott, and try to try to work together until the end, and then it's game on. Everyone for themselves.
Now, Jimmy, how much is the draft gonna play a role in tonight's race? We know it's a track that's very fast, especially with the favorable temperatures and conditions that we're gonna be seeing here. How much is that draft gonna play a role in your race tonight?
I think it's going to play a role off and on throughout the night. I think early on it's going to play a role. But if you can get a 2-car or 3-car, even by yourself, if you can break away from the pack, you can get a multiple second lead on the pack. And it's if you're lucky enough and there's no cautions or nothing, and it's good, clean racing. But I think it'll be a role. Throughout the race.
All right, I think that's less than I would have anticipated. I thought we'd have more, so I appreciate you giving us that insight. Sam, you got any questions here for our defending race champion before we let him go and get his qualifying lap set?
I do not, Angel.
I know, I just kind of threw you under the bus there. No, I just wanted to make sure that you hadn't already, you're trying to wait for something. I didn't want to just skip you over. Jimmy, I do wish you the best of luck here. Let's go make it back-to-back wins here.
All right, Angel, I appreciate it. Same, I appreciate it, and I look forward to watching the broadcast after the race is over.
We appreciate it, buddy. Good luck out there.
All right, thank you, Angel.
All right, Sam. Well, these drivers are getting ready to qualify. So while they do, let's go ahead and go over our race info for tonight's race. The ambient temperature at 73 degrees. Pretty high humidity, up at 81%. Partly cloudy and 8 miles per hour wind. So it's going to be just a little bit windy. 8 miles per hour is not a big difference from the usual, 2 to 3 miles per hour that you might see. But it can be just enough of a difference to get you a little bit loose off of one of these corners.
Yeah, I was doing some laps earlier. I don't know what I don't know why I had my test session set for, but I noticed that going out of turn 3, the truck would get really loose. So I don't know if I had the temperatures too high on my end or they were too low. I'm not really sure, honestly.
Yeah, well, that or could just be right where the direction of the wind hits. Maybe it just gets you loose right in the center of the corner there, and that's I've seen that happen at least a couple of times. And a track like this where it's so aero sensitive, and it's especially these trucks that are so aero sensitive, you also want to do your best to avoid any type of damage in tonight's race. Only one fast repair for all the drivers here tonight, so they're going to want to do their best to be able to avoid getting any of that. Sam, what do you think the keys? Do you have any keys that do you think to tonight's race? What is going to make you or give you the best chance to come out on top? We got probably 20-something trucks out there almost tonight.
Yeah, well, with this being how many trucks are actually in the race and how long this race is going to be, honestly, this is going to come down to mainly fuel strategy. It's not like some of these other shorter tracks where it's like, oh, you got to, watch your tires and everything else. It's really just going to come down to fuel. Tires too, yes, but I feel like this track doesn't eat away at tires as some of the other tracks that we race at do.
I think track temperature and conditions can definitely affect how that wear is going to be for these drivers, and if that some of that dirty air, putting some of that extra load on that right front could really make it difficult, because when you get tight at a track like Michigan, it just makes it so very much not fun. You're begging to come in at that point, because your tires are at 95%, but because of the heat buildup in them, oh my goodness, it is impossible to drive. We've got just about a minute and a half left here in our qualifying session. So,
with
one
that,
second, everybody.
I might be able to go over what happened last week. A little recap.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that set up. Like, I'm having an issue with my SDK at the moment. So go ahead and just go and do that for now.
All right, so last week it was the Truck Series season opener at Texas Motor Speedway, presented by James Wagoner's Welding and AdminBoxx. It was Christopher Barker on pole, followed by Daniel Love and Ricky Baldwin. Lap 1 was fairly calm, nothing too crazy happening. Around lap 24, there was the first caution period that opened up right before the pit window. The 42 and 79 were involved in that racing incident, caused a little spin. No real drama or hard racing until about lap 36 when the caution came back out for the 13 and the 25. Lap 81, Wagoner and Shu got really aggressive coming out of turn 2. Wagoner slammed into the outside wall and finished his chance at a top finish. Around lap 100, there was an amazing restart by Ace Barker for a green-white checkered attempt. And then Barker had a big lead at second, third, and fourth. Attempted to take turn 4 3 wide and failed to do so. And that called Baldwin and Love to sneak right by them and finish right behind Barker.
Yeah, that was an exciting finish last week to go from fourth to second the way they did. It was pretty awesome, because that wasn't even the first time both of them had avoided a big wreck. Then you had pointed that out. So
yeah, that was
qualifying.
Like the third time, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, those are the ones that should have been playing the lottery at least this last week. We'll see what they've got here for Michigan, but right now, qualifying is all set here in this big D-shaped oval. So we're gonna go head down to pit lane here as these drivers get lined up. And you know what? I think this is a pretty awesome special story for tonight's race with Jeff Scott. Unfortunately, Jeff Scott I'm sorry, you said he lost his father?
No, it was his brother.
His
passed
brother,
away
I'm
last
sorry.
week during the race, actually. The season
Oh my
opener.
goodness, that's right. Yes, during our season opener last week, Jeff Scott having lost his brother. So we're gonna have a special commemorative lap here before the race for him. So everything's gonna be a little bit funky to start. So just give everybody a moment. We're gonna actually see our race control, who's gonna come up across our screen as Penguin. Paul, he's gonna be out there for that commemorative lap as well. Pretty awesome. I say though, Jeff Scott gonna actually go out there and get the pole. So he said, next race he's really gonna dedicate it to his brother, and he's gonna get it by 1/1000th of a second over Larry Fairman. That's wow. Then 5/1000ths of a second back to Daniel Love, James Wagner in fourth, Johnny Hurst, Matthew Gall in row number 3. Row 4 belonged to Matthew Ace and Jimmy Rowdy. Chris Ramsey and Jonathan Vandenberg will make up row number 5. Row number 6 is Chad Hawkins and Tim Richardson, Jerome Cooper and Trevor Bergman in row 7. And then in the final row number 8 will be Jason Kinney in that number 15 truck. Again, that 515 for Penguin, excuse me, is our race control, just coming out here to show a commemorative lap for Jeff Scott's brother.
So, Angel, I just wanted to point out the interval gap between all these trucks and drivers during qualifying is extremely close. So, I have a feeling that's going to be Texas all over again, just a lot faster.
Yeah, I mean, it was 5/1000ths between the top 3. That is that is insane. If you guys are watching, 5/1000ths is inches, if that. So that is pretty awesome to see. And we might have a finish, and you're going to see these drivers racing side by side like that on quite a few occasions tonight. But right now, we're going to have this commemorative lap here for Jeff Scott's brother.
Number 38 of Jeff Scott. Got the Dallas Cowboys helmet in the rear of that truck.
along with the Hulk. All right, well, he's going to be, the rest of the field is going to pull back up here. I'm trying to get a different view of his truck here. Let's see.
And again, this is the Ruff-Neck Racing Series, or Ruff-Neck Truck Series, presented by James Wagoner Welding and AdminBoxx.
Yeah, we got to make that clarification now. These guys do have a Gen 6 league that they race on Monday nights, and I believe on Friday nights. I can't remember what that league that they do on Thursday nights. But yeah, they've expanded, having a couple other race leagues that they're getting to do, having fun. Those Gen 6s are fun. I don't race in that league with them, but I do race in a Gen 6 league, and we did 117 laps at Kentucky on Friday, and it went caution-free, so that doesn't always happen. Yeah.
Y'all just like not race?
117 laps. And we're going to go green flag racing here. Jeff Scott going to get the pole here in honor of his brother, and we are green from the Irish Hills of Michigan.
Larry Fairman right beside Jeff Scott, and then Daniel Love in that number 71 just on the rear of Jeff Scott here going into turns 1 and 2. Gotta sling their trucks high coming out of the backstretch.
And they're going to be using a ton of side draft, bumping and banging each other just a little bit, those front and rear bumpers as they get through those, through the little bit of a bumps they have there on the backstretch. And look at all the grip that they have there in 3 and 4. These drivers are full throttle right now as Jeff Scott looks to lead lap number 1 in honor of his brother. Can Larry Fairman come up there and get it? No, he's not. It'll be the Chevy of Jeff Scott for lap number 1.
No 3-wide racing just yet. I don't think they will go 3-wide. Realistically, the only place I can maybe going into 2. Yeah, so far so clean.
You know what? I'm so sorry. We didn't get a chance to respond to the YouTube chat, but thanks for the comment back that the humidity could, how the humidity could affect the racing surface. Thank you, Carlos, as well, for joining us. We always enjoy that. You guys, all of our viewers here joining in chat with us, and then as well, thank you to everybody showing your condolences for Jeff. We'll have him in chat at one point for an interview. But at the moment, right now, it is a hard-fought battle for first, as Jeff has a handful with Larry Fairman to his outside, but it almost looks like a handful with the truck there as he was trying to get up next to him. And we'll go back to the front here as they are still side by side, 3, almost 4 rows deep through the first 5 or 6, first 10 trucks.
Almost looks like Daytona for a second there. But they're outside and inside line, kind of parallel with each other, with really close interval.
Yeah, this time around, Larry Fairman's going to have the help on the outside. Looks like from that number 30 truck of James Wagoner. And I see actually the 78 of Matthew Gall. He's got a new paint scheme for tonight's race as well. So that's looking good there. If I'm not mistaken, I think he made this paint himself. I think I actually saw him posted on the iRacing somewhere on the Facebook groups. But he'll be looking to get that to the front. But right now, they'll be chasing the back of Larry Fairman, who, you know, on and off, he seems like he has these races that he is absolutely bad fast, and other races where he seems to have struggled. But Michigan has been a track that he has shown speed. He hasn't quite had the finishes here, if I'm not mistaken, but I know he has shown speed, and here he is qualifying second, only 1,000th of a second off the lead for that pole. And right now, your leader 5 laps into this race.
Something else I wanted to point out about Fairman is that he's a Canadian, and this track does fly the Canadian flag right there on the front stretch over the pit lane. Angel.
Yeah, that means so much more, you know, when you have you can represent your home country here for himself, where you're so close to Canada. And hey, right now he's looking. Oh, he's now gonna have to hold off James Wagoner. James Wagoner gets to his outside, gets to that right rear quarter panel. That's all you got to do to dump some of that air onto his spoiler, slow him down while you get a chance to advance right around him. But Larry Fairman putting up a good fight. He's going to dive right to the bottom, try to get to the yellow line there to try to wrap it. Wow, James Wagner's going to be loose off of the turn. I think he almost tagged the wall just trying to get the lead.
Yeah, he just got in front, and that allows Jeff Scott to slide just right behind him.
Oh, Larry Fairman's loose in 3 and 4. Chases it up. Jeff Scott's going to stay right behind him. They'll dive under. Great save for Larry Fairman. That's going to save the pack from behind as they're almost going to go 3 wide. Oh, contact between the 29 and 78.
Yeah, they did go 3 wide for a second there as Fairman caught his truck, and they're going to go 3 wide once again here.
Oh.
I think that's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Going 3 wide into turn 1 and all the way through the turn onto the backstretch.
Last year's winner
driving.
And that number 29, last week's winner, the 96 is going to join the club. Here comes the 59 of Johnny Hurst. We've seen, the 58 of Johnny Hurst. We've seen him with some speed over the last couple of weeks of last season and to start this one. A lot of close driving and close racing right now, but that's what we love about Michigan is how close you can be with one another. And, you know, honestly, they're still kind of beating and banging a little bit on some occasions.
Hey, at least with these cars, you can beat and bang some of the other cars that used to race at Michigan. Any slight touch, fast speeds was very detrimental and not something you wanted to do.
No, you are really trying to make your way through this race without having to use that fast repair too early. They are given, if I'm not mistaken, 4 total tire sets, including the one that they started the race with. So that averages like, I think like 15, I don't know, like 17 or 18 laps a set. So the fuel will definitely be more than that at 75%. I'm going to assume probably 20, maybe 25 laps at a larger track like this. So we can expect at least 2 stops, but we'll see if any of these drivers maybe are playing as smart at the beginning as these guys 3 wide are just trying to get some positions.
Yeah, they're getting racy now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know some drivers are trying to save some fuel, maybe try to play this strategy early. You know, this is a league known for having minimal cautions where you can strategize for that, and that's the fun part where a track like Michigan really allows you to play that fuel strategy game.
Gosh, Angel, did you see that? Rowley just slid right in front of the 13. I thought they were gonna like have a extremely big crash, but these guys are driving super focused right now. That was ridiculously close.
Well, here we are 3 seasons in, you know, and I mentioned before where a lot of these drivers, they were brand new to iRacing joining this series. So they have developed and learned their craft of racing around each other as multiple hit the wall.
Trucks.
But I say learning and developing craft, but, you know, it gets tight here 10 laps in. But again, they've learned and developed around each other, though. And I think that's allowed them to really respect each other so well in their racing abilities. And it's really made for some good racing. Here we are, 3 wide for 3rd again.
Right,
oh, and here we are. We have our first caution of the day, 11 laps in.
Caution on track.
Jerome Cooper went off track, and Jonathan Vandenberg, something happened with him. This is a 26 truck. He's high up here.
Losing pace.
Yeah, losing pace big time. Jerome Cooper.
Lose it.
They came together, and it's just like this.
Truck.
Yeah, they were just kind of stuck together. Oh, the net code is just gonna do the rest.
Wow. Hey, at least he got crashed into the pits, so.
That is true, but you know what? I'm very excited to see what Paul has to say about this one. So, while Paul gets out here, I think it'd be a. Well, actually, I'm gonna give it just a moment. I'm gonna make sure that if these drivers aren't gonna pit,
Angel.
Go ahead.
Duke in the YouTube comments says aggressive is the name for Jimmy's driving style. That Jimmy being Jimmy Rowley.
That is absolutely unequivocally true. I mean, you couldn't have put it better there. That is
11. These guys are coming in right now.
Yeah, coming in for that first set of tires, which it's a little bit early, I'd say, or somewhere coming for fuel. I mean,
I don't know.
Everybody came in though. I mean,
yeah.
Vandenberg is the only one who didn't, but he came in because he was involved in that last one. So,
yeah.
Oof, Jerome Cooper truck is destroyed over there. Let's see.
Ironically enough, this could actually benefit Vandenberg, maybe.
Right sides for Jeff Scott. I don't see Larry Fairman getting tires. So we have some mixed strategy, but hey, didn't we just talk about how much we love the mixed strategy we get at Michigan?
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump back down over here to Jeff Scott. Allowed him to come in the pit lane. I once was interviewing somebody as they came to pit lane and they missed their pit box, so I would never do it again.
Yeah, at least let them get past the blend line.
Exactly. Jeff, this is Angel and Salmon, the SRM booth. You got us.
Hey, Angel, how's it going?
Jeff, appreciate you jumping on. We wanted to give you originally the opportunity to, of course, talk about why we got to give your brother a commemorative lap, and why you're racing for him tonight here.
Well, my brother, he's my older brother. His name's Tom Scott, and he lost his battle with the myeloid leukemia last Wednesday. And I don't know, it's just a sad situation overall, but he liked watching us race. I was actually surprised. I didn't know that he actually liked watching us race in here, and man, he was my hero.
We
It's
love.
kind of hard to even talk about.
Well, you went out there and got the pole for him. And I know you guys are getting ready to go green here, so we'll try to let you go in a moment. But man, what about that pole position? Only by 1/1000th of a second, but a pole in your brother's name is a great way to start the race.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's actually quite amazing. The funny part is I wasn't even going on the inside lines like I normally would on this track. And somehow I still had the speed. And even lose, it's like in the beginning of the race, I was letting Larry Fairman pass me because I just wanting to conserve tires as much as I can. And tonight, that's the overall goal, is to see what we can conserve.
All right, man. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Good luck. Hopefully, you come out here with a victory for your brother.
Well, that'd be sweet. Or any Ruff-Neck, that would be awesome too. Thanks a lot, Angel.
Absolutely, man. Good luck.
Hey.
It's nice that we get this opportunity, of course, to present that for Jeff and for him to be able to race in his brother's honor. iRacing.com pace truck down through the Geico restart zone. Larry Fairman, he's got Johnny Hurst has the lead, I believe. One of the two had the lead, but they're up and they're going through the gears, and Johnny Hurst with a great start. And look at that, James Wagoner right behind him. He's a guy to watch, I think, through the end of this race.
Yeah, and then here's Jimmy Rowdy. He's made his way up to fourth. He's right behind Wagner, as well as Johnny Hurst and Larry Fairman go side by side, coming out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. These guys are already looking to make some crazy moves going into this next set of turns. James Wagner just trying to squeeze ahead on the outside of Fairman, followed by Rowdy and then Jeff Scott as well.
Yeah, Johnny Hurst definitely here with the lead. James Wagner right behind him. You got, Jeff Scott took tires that last time around, if I'm not mistaken. He's already made his way back up here to the front. Meanwhile, Larry Fairman, he didn't take tires, so he's kind of already fallen to 5th. We'll see where he fares as this run continues. Here comes Daniel Love as well. Looks like Daniel didn't take tires either. Daniel's been a guy who's been fast, especially, the end of last season. He showed some pretty good speed as well, so I'm hoping that he can definitely put that finally to paper, or that paper here into some success and take home a victory. But right now, Jeff Scott's trying to look to the inside of the 29-year Jimmy Rowdy, but he's gonna have to back off here as Jimmy's got just enough of a run off of turn number 4. But right now, the battle is for the lead between James Wagner and Johnny Hurst as they go into 1 and 2.
Hurst is trying to hold on to him as Wagner swung down to the inside, and now he's going to try to slide back right behind them. Try to get a little draft going and see if he can't slingshot his way to around the outside of the James. Here comes Jimmy Rowdy, super aggressive driving style, as the guys were mentioning in the comments. He's been making a hard charge on every truck that he's been behind so far in this race. He's going to look to chase down James Wagner.
Well, he's already up 6 spots here from the start of the race, and by no surprise whatsoever. So up here to second, looking to make it 7 spots to first. But hey, James Wagoner, he was fast last week. Do you remember? I mean, he was probably the fastest truck, if not one of the fastest trucks in Texas. And you mentioned it at the start of the broadcast where it didn't work out for him in the end. Got involved with an incident, and it took him out of the race entirely. So only lap number 17, but great to see him now back-to-back weeks running strong and leading laps.
Hey, Joel, where did Jason Kenny just come from? I saw he was like, last I looked, he was in 6th. Made up like 4 spots. Now I'm looking again, plus 11 now. Where did he come from?
He put the fastest lap of anybody in that previous lap on coming to lap 17, 39.35. I mean, that was half a second quicker than the leaders right now were. So he's flying, and there's no surprise either. Jason Kinney's a guy who tends to start in the back. Oh, and they're wrecking behind. That's Chris Ramsey. Yeah, James Cooper, but no caution. They're going to get it straightened out. Oh, another one down there. Daniel Love. He was coming down the grass too off of turn 4. He's going to keep it straight. What's happening?
What is happening? I don't know if I'm about to ask I don't know what's happening.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Well, we know it's lap 19. Oh, contact between Jason Kinney and Jeff Scott. Jason just stuffed it in there. I don't know if Jeff just didn't know. Spotter wasn't able to notify him in time, but Jason was there, put it in for for position number 3. He is itching for the lead. He's up 12 spots from his starting position.
The Duke is crazy in the comments right now. He's like, time to thin the herd. That's one way to put it, I guess.
Well, it's about what they were doing there. James Cooper does make his way down pit lane, so both of our Coopers having issues in tonight's race, as Jerome Cooper is behind at least 1 lap down. As Jimmy Rowdy now, man, he's got second taken away from him by Jason Kinney, and Jimmy's really loose there off of 2. Wow.
He's about to get 3rd taken away from him by Jeff Scott in the 2nd here. Yeah, Jeff is definitely about to get him in this next set of turns. Jason Kinney is charging hard for 1st. This is crazy. He literally came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, oh, someone's in the wall. I just heard someone smack the wall there in 3 and 4.
I heard tires screeching.
We seem to be just fine, though, for now. And that time around, Jason Kinney was not your leader, but
Jason.
I wouldn't be surprised if by this next time around he is. He is flying. He is taking the lead. He wraps that corner the way you would see Kevin Harvick wrap the inside. And look at the run. James Wagner's going to move to the inside with a crossover as they go down the backstretch. And whoa, I don't know, was that contact right there? That was Bill Porter, I think.
Jeff Scott right behind him. Jeff is going to slide up just a little bit. Get right beside
Oh, Wagner's loose, and then Jeff Scott and Jason Kinney make contact. It is. Is this Wreckfest or are we doing iRacing? What did I log into?
Like bumper cars. I say Wreckfest. There's been more bumping than there has wrecking, luckily.
Well, I guess whenever I played Wreckfest, I was always so focused on winning, so just, bump people out of the way and just keep on running, keep on driving. Oh my goodness, these guys are loose. That was the number 96, last week's winner, Matthew Ace. My, this is just great racing right now. You could throw a blanket right now over the top 6. They're putting on a show for us here. Oh, contact! Jeff Scott and Jason Kinney again. Jeff Scott gets loose. Matthew Ace. Oh, massive contact for the both of them. They come up the track. Oh no! Vandenberg. Oh no, goodness! And Jerome Cooper involved again. His night's over now. A lot has happened, and look who's the leader, Jimmy Rowdy. What?
Radley survived.
Okay, there's a lot to digest.
The Chick-fil-A truck did not survive. What happened?
So we're gonna slow it down here. So Jason, oh, right here. Do you already see it? This 38's loose, so he's trying to cut
I see
down.
The being loose.
He's trying to cut down.
96 as well. He's following him like his line almost.
96 looks a little bit more stable. The 38's already trying to chase it up the track. Oh, while the 66 is coming down. He noticed. He turned up. But the 38's just loose.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna see what happens here. Yeah, 38 just comes down,
Oh,
collects the 96, and they're going extremely fast at that angle, and they just slam into that inside wall right before the pit lane.
oh, goodness, like Danica Patrick.
Huge,
Oh, when she hit
huge
the wall like that.
impact. The
Wow.
96, both right tires were up in
Look
the
at
air
this,
for a
and
second.
his brakes are locked. His tires are locked that entire time almost. I wasn't sure if they were, but even then, it just
Who was that in the American flag truck? Jerome Cooper also got collected.
yeah, that was the Chick-fil-A truck.
It's what they get for not being open on Sundays.
Oh, Jonathan
Oh, the
Vandenberg.
Toby Keith truck.
Oh man, I was jamming to some Toby Keith today, man, and yesterday. Oof. Okay, so a lot happened there. Let's reel back in. James
That was a
Wagner's
lot.
here later. Yeah. So let's just.
Yeah, I think it's a pit stops.
Yeah.
I think
Let's go ahead just.
probably be a smart idea. North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. I see. Interesting. I was just over there
Really?
a
Oh,
month ago, or a month and a half ago.
we have probably about a quarter of this lake from there. So we're gonna bring in Dougie now. Dougie, this is Angel and Sam here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us, buddy.
Yeah, I got you.
Man, we're right here. Your showing last week wasn't a fluke. You had some speed last week. Here you are. Drove back up to the front. These guys are going to wreck right behind you. But 50 laps to go here. What's the plan? And how's this truck driving for you as well?
It's driving pretty good. I can put it about anywhere I want on track. Just going to save some tires. Just try to be there at the end.
Hey, I think that's a pretty good plan right there. Dougie, right now it's it seems like it's some pretty intense racing out there. I mean, is it the same on track, or is it just the way it's looking?
It's intense. I mean, it's a pretty good racing.
Oh, it's great racing to watch here for us. So we'll let you go here. Sam, do you have anything? I'm not gonna skip you, right?
I don't have anything.
All right, good.
Other than good luck. Good luck.
All right. And Dougie, actually, Sam just mentioned he was out in your area, North Wilkesboro, not too long ago.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. He should have hit us up.
I
We could have
mentioned
got lunch or something.
I mentioned him. We got like
yeah,
a
for
quarter of the
sure.
league from there.
I'll definitely be back in the area probably over the summer. So
Well, just hit us up and maybe we can catch lunch or something.
definitely.
Hey, that sounds like a plan. I will FaceTime someone and do it from afar. Good luck, Dougie, in the race.
Yep. Appreciate it.
I hope I sent it the right one. All right. There you go. You guys should have some lunch now next time you go out to North Wilkesboro.
For sure. I want to point out that number 29, the Busch Light paint scheme, super sharp. I love that. I love beer paint schemes on any oval racing cars. That's what most of my paint schemes I have are. Pace truck slings himself down pit road. James Wagoner followed by Matthew Gall, who was outside.
Wrong one.
Gonna come back. They are green here. You see something, Angel? You said something.
No, I pressed the wrong camera. I pressed the flag cam, but turns out that's for the American and the Canadian flag, not for the flag man. So.
Oh boy. Anyways, James Wagner is gonna lead us, followed by Matthew Gall, Bill Porter, and Jimmy Rowdy are gonna go side by side here. They were side by side in the restart. They're still side by side in the backstretch. 3 and 4.
Yeah, Jimmy, or Bill Porter, he's gonna enter this race in this number 9 Hendricks truck. Looks a lot like what Rosh Ruth, or I can't mess up his name. Roger Carruth is looks a little bit like paint scheme that they're gonna. He's got. I mean, it's a Hendrick cars, paint scheme, but still, nonetheless.
Yeah.
And awesome for him as well. If you guys didn't hear the news, he gets himself it's a full-time ride, right? I know I only briefly saw it at work. No, he got loose at number 9.
Hold on, no, he saved.
Nice save.
I saw him correct it.
Anyways, yeah, no, I've been crazy busy at work, so I just briefly saw it on Twitter. But it is a full-time ride, right?
I do believe so. I have to ask him. I'll have to ask him. I know I talk to him every now and then. So I've known him since he was
Oh, well, that is awesome too.
Yeah, he used to come up to my local short track so I did some stuff with Rev for a while. So some of those drivers I'm pretty close with.
I didn't know that. I just brought it up just cause.
Yeah. So I had to ask him, and then I'm gonna see if I can't get back in contact with Isabella or Rustin to see what she looks like nowadays.
Yeah, man, that is
My personal stuff has been a little bit chaotic.
that is so
I haven't
awesome.
been able to follow them very closely.
Yeah, good for him. But I saw it was Brad Perez retweeting or commenting on a tweet. Oh, there's contact between James
Whoa,
Wagner and the 58 of Johnny
Yeah.
Hurst. They're 3 wide for the lead here now. This 58 makes contact with a car, and or the truck, and they're 3 wide for first. Jimmy Rowdy would clear though.
James Wagner is gonna come back on him, I think. Oh, these guys are 3 wide back here.
I don't know where to look. They're
There's a
3
lot
wide
of stuff
behind them. They
happening
were
at
3
once.
wide
It's
for the
hard
lead.
It's hard to commentate this because there's like 5 major things happening all at once on like 3 different parts of the track.
All right,
So
so
what you want to call?
there you go. The lead is back to Jimmy Rowdy. It's the battle for second between. There it goes. Johnny Hurst wanted to stick it in there. Jimmy Rowdy said, "No, you're not. I know I'm gonna do that to somebody, so I'm gonna shut the door." But man, the 58, enough of a run through 3 and 4. He'll clear for second over James Wagner as the battle right behind continues as they are side by side for 4th and 5th.
Whoa, Hurst got a little bit loose there, trying to go the inside of Jimmy Rowdy. He's still gonna make it stick. I think he might just be able to squeeze barely just ahead of him.
Oh,
Doesn't
no.
look like he is.
Rowdy's gonna get right to that right rear quarter panel. Oh no, they're wrecking
2 trucks
behind.
going into the inside.
Chris Ramsey
Right on the
again.
backstretch.
Chris Ramsey, oh, his night might be over. Oh, I don't know how bad the damage is. And that was Matthew Gall in that number 78 truck.
That's some damage. From trucks.
All right.
Front left.
You know, it is so rare to actually know which truck is the one that's wrecking when it's so far behind. And somehow Chris Ramsey has stood out twice to me today. I am so sorry, Chris. It's nothing against you.
I was about to say, it sounds like you're calling him out. Like, what are you doing?
That's why I was like, Chris, no, that's not the case. All right, let's go back here and see what happened for Chris. So number 13, white and black, Jack Daniels Ford F-150.
Jack Daniels is a good looker. Oh, he just taps the outside wall on the backstretch.
Oh, that's gonna
I think
be.
he was. So the 2 trucks in front of him kind of got loose and corrected themselves. I think he may have been distracted looking to see if they were gonna run up, and he just drifted in the outside wall and
Which
tried to overcorrect there.
I am guilty of on who knows how many
Yeah,
occasions
that's
doing
actually more common thing to happen than some people may think.
that. Yeah, you know, you're absolutely correct there. It's definitely something that happens more often than not. It looks like pit lane should be open. Yeah, here comes Chris Ramsey. Oh, no, pit lane is closed. I'm sorry. I see the lights are off.
His night might be done.
Yeah, I know his night pretty much definitely out of contention for a competitive to be competitive for a win with the damage at the least. But
Duke says, "Quick skirmish, race on wall."
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did the thing where you turn towards the truck that you're looking at, and he was watching that truck next to him get loose. That's very smart. It's honestly one of those things that, Sam, I don't know if you've ever ridden a motorcycle before.
I mean, dirt bike, yes, not on the road though.
Okay, so
I actually drove it.
So I guess in the motorcycle classes, however many years ago that I did, but the big thing they always say is where your eyes are looking is where your body is gonna steer.
Really?
Yes, and I whenever I can actually remember to do that, it's helpful in iRacing where, you know, especially in a track where you can ride the seams, where, you know, you're just focusing on the seams. You tend, like, you have to look at it, you know, from far away. Like, you know, as you're approaching it, you're looking at where you want to be, and your body will tend to naturally want to go in that same direction.
I know it's actually the opposite for another majority of people, where if you're looking at something you're gonna drive the opposite direction of it. That also was brought up when I did driving lessons all those years ago. I was like 15. They mentioned that too. I was like, that's interesting.
So I wonder if that's a motorcycle thing then that they were teaching us, you know, to like, hey, focus on
I mean,
that.
I know it's in the car too, but I know in cars, for some reason, for some people, they see something in one direction, they naturally steer away from it for some reason. I don't know.
But I guess
Duke is finding some interesting comments. He's like, keep your eye on the ball.
I always love Duke. He's been joining us since season 1, I believe. Always commenting. Nephew of Rowdy, always saying that nephews makes him feel too young.
Oh yeah, he did say that. We got Paul up here in the booth now.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's up, Angel? How you been?
Doing pretty good, man. We're over here just blabbing away. What you got for us?
Well, been a little distracted in the race control booth, so we'll go over all 3 cautions that we've had here. The first one, the 72 and the 26 both took on EOLs, respectively. They spoke up and said, hey, it's my fault. The other one said, hey, it's my fault. I said, you know what, guys, you're making my job easy. I'll just give it to you both. Second caution between the 66 and the 38 was deemed to be a netcode incident. There was about a tire width between the 2 trucks, and then the 96 got tied up in it. And, well, we all saw where that happened. This last incident, 13 made contact with the ball coming down into the 78, which caused me to throw the caution there, and the 13 got an EOL. And that's the quick rundown of the 3 cautions.
Seems like a lot happened there, Paul. It's wondering. I was like, dude, this is it's gonna be a lot. This a lot of different things happening all within the span of a few laps of each other.
Yeah, it's been a pretty busy night. Let me get back up into the tower. I've got some people chirping at me.
Alrighty, thank you all for coming in and giving us the rundown.
We do appreciate that, Paul. Man, there's a lot of people having at him. I have a group chat with some of my racing buddies, and oh boy, apparently 2 people are angry at each other. So there's a lot going on everywhere right now.
Johnny Hurst and Rowdy just made contact.
They
just did it again. These 2 are like stupidly aggressive right now.
I love it.
Holding back. If you look, he's holding back. He knows something's gonna happen, so he's waiting. The 71 is not waiting. However, he's gonna try to make a move on James Wagoner. That is Daniel Love. I have a feeling these 2. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what's gonna happen. But Wagner's waiting for something.
I love this. I mean, but look at how aggressive they are with each other, and yet, you know, but the respect that they're showing. I mean, it is wonderful. Oh, there you go. A little bit of contact.
Wait. No, they still have it.
Yep. But guess what? Then the rest of the pack, here they come. They just keep making contact. This is not more contact going into 1.
Still, if I was Hurst at this point, I would reach outside the window net and just push him.
That happened to me coming off the highway today. I had
No
a car
way.
come up as, I mean, he didn't want to wait, so he tried to cut everybody off, and he pulled up right next to me, so I could have put my elbow out my window and touched his car. So, you know, someone with their fancy SUV, and they think that they're better than everybody else, so. But these guys out here, man, I think if you go out there and reach out and grab their truck, you might be able to pull them in and add some side draft to them. Or you ever see that video of the Mazda driver who did that? Did that to the guy's mirror?
That was funny.
I think he got banned, didn't he?
I'm not sure. You would think he would, or at least get several race bans.
Several race. But anyways,
super dangerous.
back to what's happening.
Don't actually do this, folks. Don't actually do this, by the way. Please don't.
But wow, okay, so this is some good racing that we're having in front of us right now. These drivers are just beating and banging. Kick ass, has he had anything to say about speaking of bumper cars? There we go.
Yeah, bumper cars.
The drama llama has arrived.
Mason Bell says they should just race their both in solid laps.
I mean, he's not
They
wrong. But hey, it's working so far. So,
Gary Fairman and Jason Kinney are going at it. Whoa! Fairman got super loose, almost smacked into the outside wall. Caught it.
I think Chad Hawkins behind.
Wow.
He smacked into the wall there.
Yeah, somebody hit the wall.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know who
definitely
it was.
Chad.
Somebody. Maybe Love.
Yeah, Love or Hawkins, one of those two black Ford F-150s. But this is two green back end trucks that are going at it for third. Who I know they both want to get to first, but the battle is still hard for first right now. And as they are actually approaching a lap truck, so I'll be interested to see how they get around this truck here.
This is about to be some crazy racing here when they get to this lap truck. Like, oh my gosh. It's already crazy now just to wait until they get up to him. Chick-fil-A truck is like not giving up.
Hey, you know what?
And have a front.
And I love that too, because someone like that who's he's still out there trying to earn as many points as possible. And the difference between a couple positions or making the playoffs or not, I couldn't remember if these guys do the playoffs or not, but if you did, that's the difference between making the playoffs and not sometimes, you know, or there's a couple extra positions you could have gained.
See what happens here. What Fairman and Kenny are.
Whoa! Kenny got really loose!
There's Kenny's going around.
Oh, Larry Fairman destroyed.
Did they collect anybody else in that? I don't think they did. I saw Kenny spin down. I don't think he hit anybody. Or anybody hit him. It was close, though. Somebody avoided him. I think that was Tim Richardson. Almost got collected by him.
Yeah, I mean, other than Fairman smacking the wall, he's definitely got a right front destroyed.
Oh, yeah, you can see that tire all loose and stuff.
And I can tell you almost exactly... Oh, he can't even get it turned. Oh. And what happens, actually, is Jason Kinney, I think he tags the apron a little bit.
Let's look at James Wagner's positioning here.
Oh, actually, that's a great idea. Let me go to James Wagner. Sorry,
like
everybody,
I said,
for
James
my
Wagner looks like he's driving to kind of see
atrocious
what battling trucks are gonna do.
My atrocious point of view.
I've seen worse. This is not that bad, actually.
Well, this is as bad as it gets, though. It's the 45-degree angle.
Oh,
he's loose.
I'm also not on full screen either. So
he's loose before he gets to the apron, and then it gets onto the apron while being loose, and then he's just chasing it. Oh, right there.
You see him trying to correct it, but just
he's wheeling it.
And Fairman gives him a little bit more of a boost.
Yeah, here we're gonna back it up there. We can back out. And then needs to see where Fairman, it just kind of shoves him up.
Wagner would not be able to get through this, but he slams on the brakes. Oh, does he hit anything? Oh, just barely, though.
That's probably a 2X, but I think he's probably all right. So we'll actually see here if does he need any extended time on pit lane. Actually, while they do this, we're gonna go ahead and take a brief break here, and we gotta pay the bills here on the Sim Racing Media Network, because I'm pretty sure the boss man's gonna get mad at me at one point, Sam. So give a break, everybody. We'll be right back. Hang on tight. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live from Michigan. I think it's Brooklyn, Michigan, if I'm not mistaken, for Michigan International Speedway. The Ruff-Neck Truck Series is making their second race of their Season 3. They're going to line up side by side, doubling it up, few rows deep, 7 rows deep, probably here. We're gonna have just over 30 laps to go in this race. Sam, it's a fast one. We've had a couple of cautions, but you know, only 75 laps still isn't a lot of race. So I still anticipate the, how would you say, the antsiness to be up.
Yeah. Yeah, which we'll just have to see what happens, because I cannot predict. I just cannot predict. Aggressive racing. Aggressive goes around. Like that reference there, Angel. That's what's gonna happen. This next part of the race. Johnny Hurst, Jeremy Rowdy, they've been at it pretty much the entire second half. Pace truck's gonna come in. Johnny Hurst is gonna lead us to the green flag on the restart. Jimmy Rowdy to his outside. But we are green once again here in Michigan. James Wagner's right behind Jimmy, followed by Larry Fairman, who did take damage and came in for his fast repair. Johnny Hurst take the inside line. Jimmy trying to use the outside. He looks like he's gonna pull up right beside Johnny here. James Wagner's gonna like position his truck, try to just see and wait and see what's gonna happen. Daniel Love right behind Wagner. These two in the front. Oh, James Wagner goes around. He's not going to catch it. Slams into the number 9 truck. He took out Bill Porter there.
All right, I do apologize, everybody. You may or may not hear my puppy dog barking in the background, trying to get him stopped. But yeah,
Hey,
James Wagner just, wow.
Yeah, he tried to catch it, overcorrected a little bit too hard, and he absolutely just slammed into the number 9 of Bill Porter. That was a huge wreck. I made the comment earlier, aggressive goes around, but good grief, I didn't literally mean it. Yeah, he gets loose, and you'll see him try to correct it. Almost does. Right here. Oh, he did catch the grass. That's what didn't help. But there was more asphalt.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he would have caught it.
yeah, that grass is what caught him because he was fine.
Smacks into the 9.
That's
like high speeds.
Wow. I'm going to take a quick rewind. We're going to jump on board here with the 6. Or with the 9, I'm sorry.
9. That HendrickCars.com truck.
It's Bill Porter.
You can see him coming up.
Oh, no. Oh!
He had nowhere to go. He didn't know that he was going to just slide back up the track like that.
Oh!
Mega impact into the wall.
He's going to have to bring that thing over to North Wilkesboro at James Wagner's Welding and get that thing fixed up quite a bit. Oh, man. Everybody else does a pretty good job of making it through.
That
wow.
incident right there around the same time, it's like similar to what happened to him last week in Texas.
That is correct. Yes, after having just such a good race, and that would happen to him. So,
Dude, it's Sasha Nason on the 9.
oh my gosh, Tokyo Drift, yeah.
Assassination is one way to put it, I guess, Duke.
Yeah, I guess assassination is one way to put that wording.
I feel like the Jerome Cooper in that Chick-fil-A truck, I think that was more of an assassination than Bill Porter accident.
Oh gosh. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh. Let's see, we have 30 laps to go right now. It's 29 as they cross the
Paul's
line.
in here.
Oh, there it is. Here comes Paul.
Howdy, guys.
Howdy, howdy.
I'm back so soon.
So soon. Not that we don't
So-
want you here, but
Yeah, whatever. You guys don't like me here. Nobody likes me here. I'm the race controller. Everybody hates the race controller.
that's what you get. That's what you're here for everybody to hate you. So okay, tell us why everybody hates you today, though.
Actually, right now, Jeff Scott loves me, and we'll get to that one in a moment. But Truck 30 got an EOL. He got loose, and then other vehicles made contact with him, bringing out the caution. So he will be getting an EOL. Jeff Scott right now, however, loves me. It took a few laps of talking with the admins. Jeff Scott was penalized for coming in under a closed pit. After further review by myself, and I did go back and actually look. Yes, I know, amazing. The lights were green for him, both going in and out for his pit stops. So after speaking with the admin team, we gave him a wave around to put him back on the lead lap.
Yeah, I'd say he'd love you. He loves you right now. I'll send you a gift card, hopefully. Right. So that is the news from the Race Control Tower. Awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Race Control from the Race Control Tower. If we see you or hear you again, awesome. If not, then no, awesome too. So.
Alrighty.
We'll see you, Paul. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right. iRacing.com pace truck's gonna head down pit lane. Barney the flagman's got it in the air. They're gonna go through the Geico restart zone. Johnny Hurst, your leader, he's gonna get up to the gears. They're green flag racing again, now with 28 laps to go.
Yep, Johnny Hurst is leading us once again, followed by Jimmy Rowley. Oh no, Daniel Love is actually making a challenge on Rowley here for a second. I think he actually is going to be able to. Barely. Nope.
Oh,
they're side by side still.
Looks like somebody got in the wall a little bit at the end there, in the back there. Wow, but they'll be all right. Jason Kinney going to clear in front of the 20 of Trevor Bergman. He was the one that got into the wall off of 2. As they go here into 3 and 4, Jason Kinney still your leader, but the battles for second between Rowdy and Love, almost contact there.
These guys are not letting Johnny Hurst get away. Rowdy's got a pretty crazy run, slides just in front of Daniel Love, slots right back in behind Johnny Hurst, trying to get away with the draft going.
And look at that, they're getting right to the bottom, trying to wrap that yellow line, but you've seen, in the case of Jason Kinney, how risky that can be. If you get loose trying to get down there, or when you hit it, it's just going to send you sideways. So, risk reward. Yeah, and here comes Jimmy for the lead under Johnny Hurst. He's going to get into the apron a little bit through 3 and 4. Slides up a little bit. Good. And he'll have Daniel Love's drafting help down the front stretch, or Love decides to take it 3 wide. We'll see down. Oh, no, a little bit of contact again, almost.
Almost contact. That's like a hair follicle length between these two.
26 laps to go as they cross the line that time. Rowdy going to wrap the bottom again. He's going to try to slide up in front of the 58. He does. The 58 going to look. Oh, here comes the. I don't know. The 23?
I don't know. What was that? Is that Cooper?
That was the 23 James Cooper. Oh, and just big time damage. We got to get back up here to the battle for the lead, but yeah, he was sideways completely off of 2. I don't know if he had help or got loose and then got help the rest of the way. Here comes Matthew Gall.
Fairman's got to run back there.
Oh, we got to
make a run up Kenny. Not
25
Kenny,
to go.
But also Matthew Gall too.
3 wide for 4th. Yes, 3 wide for 4th. Back side by side by side again. Wow.
Loose. Looks like who's that behind Fairman? Is that Chad Hawkins? He was loose too.
84 Chad Hawkins. Haven't heard much from him. Tim Richardson behind as well. He's had a rather quiet day. James Wagner trying to recover right now, back up into the 10th position.
A lot of technical racing happening.
Yeah, you have to be precise, not just for your own self, but for the drivers around you as well. You want to make sure that you're not gonna
banging at the front.
Oh yeah, this is great racing. I'm loving this. I hope everybody in chat's loving it. If you're loving it, let us know for sure. Ledford, actually,
Duke's definitely loving it.
Jeffrey Ledford, where are you tonight? Yes, Dan. A lot of these guys are very, very deserving of a win. Jeffrey Ledford, one of the drivers of the number 01 truck, missing out here in tonight's race. Thanks for joining us. Oh my
78
goodness!
gets turned by Fairman. And
Oh!
he hits the 38. I think
96. The 20 stays clear. I don't. Is this? Don't know if a caution's gonna come out from this. Oh, there it is. There's a caution.
Comes out now.
I don't know if 99 of Larry Farron was trying to clear, and that's what tagged Matthew Gall. Or was, oh man, heavy damage for him. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, Fairman makes a move to the outside going into the turn. Trying to see.
I may have gone slow mode a little too quickly. I'm sorry. I made my bed. I'm gonna lay in it now. We're here.
Chad Hawkins, the inside. Oh, Fairman just comes down a little bit too early.
Gosh, man, and that is. I mean, that is inch.
It is so close too. Look how close it is. That's literally just barely the front bumper.
Let's see. Do we have
Front left.
front
Not
left,
clear
let's
at all.
see. Oh, right here. Man, I mean that it's just so little.
Just barely.
I think a tenth of a second would have made the difference there.
Maybe not even a tenth. Probably.
No, yeah, I was way too much.
10th is a.
No, it's quite a bit.
lot,
What am I
actually?
thinking? Yeah, I guess you're always thinking of.
Sure, yeah, of course, but
It's way less.
I know what you're
is
trying to
we're
say.
meant
More like
yes.
like a thousand even.
I would just say with DW, you almost couldn't fit a piece of paper between the two of them.
Everybody's coming in, it seems.
Oh yeah, no, everybody's coming in, get some fresh fuel goods. This might be the final set of fuel goods for all these drivers, if not most of them. They were only awarded 3 additional tire sets, and we had seen a lot of them had pit and took tires after caution on lap 11 or 12. So they were already a little bit behind the ball. So if you've got them, I guess use them. But also, if you have them with 21 laps to go, I would almost not. I would almost save that tire set, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Duke said, textbook pit maneuver. Cops got him. Oh.
Well, we're sorry, Jeff, that you are missing out here tonight. Definitely missing you here. Hopefully, we get to see you next week. Speaking of next week, actually, let's go ahead and bring that up. The Ruff-Neck Racing Series, their trucks, they'll be heading to iRacing Super Speedway and looking for a little bit of a redemption. That's probably the only subpar race, that they've had, and that they'll tell you, the iRacing Super Speedway wasn't the best for them last season, and I applaud them for wanting to go back at it with their drivers, knowing that they can do a difference, because it was an anomaly, and I say it's fair. Go ahead and try it again.
So, funny enough, Angel, I remember when iRacing released the iRacing Super Speedway, I immediately bought it, like, as soon as it came out. I have not touched that thing since.
Really?
I don't know what that track looks like. I've never seen anything from that track. I've never seen hot laps from it. I've never seen clips from it. Nothing. Ever since that track came out, I have not ran on it, not seen nothing. So I honestly have no clue what that track's even about.
Well, Sam, how about this? As long as I can get off at work at the time that I'm supposed to, which doesn't always happen, but if I get off work at the time I'm supposed to next Wednesday, let's hop on a little bit early, and I'll show you what fun iRacing Super Speedway truly is, because these trucks will probably be topping out about 220.
Ooh, 220 is crazy. for trucks, that's wow.
Sam's like, wait a minute, what?
How long is the track? 'Cause I know it's a fictional track, but 220 is crazy. Wonder what Indy cars can hit there.
Well, there's no restrictors for the track. Is what it is. No restrictor plates. So, I've heard
wonder if you can get like up to 270 in the Indy cars. I know you can hit almost 260 at Talladega with the Indy cars.
Oh shoot! You know what? I never even thought about that. Here now, let's see.
Yeah, I've done IndyCar AI racing. that Dega, and it is something.
Well, I've done
But-
done a fun race, I guess, there before, but it was a fun race, so
Yeah.
let's see.
Trucks
It is
going
3
220
miles.
is wild. 3 miles is crazy. What in the world?
Yes. Oh,
Let's
and
build
then
this thing IRL.
the banking is more than 30 degrees.
Let's build this track in real life.
Like, if there's
Bring
ever
Bring back
one
the car tomorrow, real quick. One
Oh.
off event.
the car tomorrow at that track is absolutely bananas. Absolutely.
No, we should do that in real life. Build a track in real life. That should be the real Busch class right there.
If I wasn't going to New Smyrna this Saturday for the World Series of Asphalt, I would definitely put up a race just for fun. That is an awesome event. I am so excited for that.
Now I'm looking forward to it.
I've never been before. This will be the first time. You know, I'm trying to get into the local racetracks a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which, you know, of course, I decided to do it when I moved further away from New Smyrna, but you know, it's okay.
Yeah, eventually I'll get down there. I'll definitely try to watch a stream though.
I love New Smyrna. I drove by Auburndale Speedway not too long ago. That's not an iRacing, but that's a fun track. I drove by where USA International used to be, and it's now the Pepsi plant.
Rest in peace.
Yep, rest in peace. I feel like there should be like a memorial there. Like, give a sign, you know? I don't know. That's just for us. And then they're building
Hey,
that private
Greenville
racetrack.
Pickens. Greenville Pickens almost turned Pepsi plant. They fought for it, and now they came to some kind of deal. Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
Paul's back in here.
Hey, Paul, good. We're
Hi,
done
Paul.
talking about racetracks that are expired now. What's up?
Huh?
We're talking
Sorry,
about
I had
former
drivers in
racetracks.
my ear too.
Well, they are getting ready to go green, but while they go green, we do have race control letting us know the reason why we have to go back green.
It was a racing incident. 78 came up into 99. They were 3 wide at that point, and 99 had nowhere to go. So that kind of made things get a little hectic, and we considered that a racing incident.
I think that's pretty fair. There you go. Thank you, Paul, for joining in. We'll see as 18 laps to go. They are lined up. They're doubled up. 4 rows, almost 5 rows already deep here, and they still are coming off of turn 2.
Yeah, this is where the aggressive racing part is going to happen all around the field. Jeff Scott sitting in 4th, 58. Johnny Hurst down low. They're almost 3 wide there. Fighting for 3rd. They are 3 wide right now.
Oh my gosh.
Hurst got super loose. I thought he was about to slam into Rowley there. The heart skipped for a second. I'm not gonna lie. So here comes Rowley. Look at how aggressive he is.
It has a great view because we got all these drivers just right on top of each other using all the lanes available to us here at Michigan. Rowdy's going to look to the inside. We're going to be 3 wide possibly for the
Camera
lead.
angle.
Oh, I love this camera angle as they go down 3 wide for second. This is my favorite for tracks like
Jimmy
Michigan
Rowdy.
and Auto Club. Oh, Jason Kinney, contact with Jeff
He's gonna go
Scott.
around. He's Mike.
Oh, there was nothing. Oh, my
Truck
goodness.
Upside down. It's flipping. Who was that? What
Chad
truck was flipping?
Hawkins and James Wagner were both up in the air.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, he had it saved, but I think there was some net code there at the end that just did them all. Oh, Jason Kinney. He had a fast truck tonight, and that'll probably be the end of his day as well.
Yeah. Chad Hawkins did get upside down. Good grief.
Yeah, did Chad Hawkins and James Wagner get upside down? Or just
Yes.
Hawkins?
They both flipped.
God, we have 2 trucks go upside down here. Unbelievable.
I've been waiting to see a race where a truck goes upside down. I knew it would probably happen here.
Well, Jeffrey, I only meant subpar in the sense of from what I was, because of you guys were disappointed because I think that was the most cautions you guys have had. I've told you guys have good races. This is off of your very high standards for your own league because we have a 2 caution racing tech. We could have done better. Yes, guys, they believe they can fly here. All right, Jeff Scott. Jeff Scott's actually coming down and
loose.
at the same time as Jason Kinney's coming up, so it
Kenny was
actually
loose.
helped straighten him a little bit.
Kenny was already getting loose, and then Jeff Scott.
Hawkins tried to
Got
go
tagged.
down.
Yeah, Hawkins kind of did a little bit too hard there, and that's how the spin. Yeah, here's the flip right there. James Wagoner goes upside down. Dude, what in the world? That's the weirdest flip I've ever seen by both.
You know what?
trucks.
The 13 is actually going to get pretty minimal damage out of this. That was falling with style. Yes. Oh, I just watched Toy Story the other day, too.
99. Oh, not the course truck.
All right. Oh. Okay.
99 just had, or the 66 just got
Oh
bullied.
no, yeah, I wanted to go back into that because actually I want to see the 13's view of this because I think he gets pretty minimal damage somehow.
Does he get hit at all?
He definitely gets hit. He's got to get a 4X out of this.
Oh yeah, he did get hit somewhere. Where?
But-
I don't know.
But I think he got bounced out of it almost.
Yeah. Yeah, lucky.
No, Chris didn't even pit into the caution. I think he thinks he's
Jeffrey.
fine.
Hey, Jeffrey's like, aerobatics is cool, but acrobatics in a race car is bad.
Yeah, it's very true. Oh man,
Oh, boy.
this is entertaining here. I thank all of our 17 viewers. Oh, we just lost 2 of them. Come on, guys, come back on. For those of you watching, of course, thank you as always for joining us. We have such a loyal group of fans that come in to watch us each and every week here. It's very consistent. Gets very good numbers for this series. So, as always, thank you very much. Thanks for putting up with my voice every week for 3 seasons now, and you get to put up with Sam's voice for this season. So, and honestly, it's a blast. We have so much fun. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do. This is this is on par with some of the great action that we get through all the other series that we get to broadcast here on the Sim Racing Media Network throughout the week. So make sure everybody, you get a chance to watch some of these other races. Sam, are you on anything else as well? I think you said.
Not for this week. But
Not for
next
this week.
week I will be doing WSRL for sure.
That's
is
right.
something that me and Liam do. That's also a fun thing.
I was about to say
WSRL is pretty
they're
fun.
coming back, right? That's their season opener again.
Yeah, season 50.
That's
Also
right.
trucks.
Yes, that is correct. Yes, and with Liam. Oh, Liam is so much fun. Have you met Liam in real life?
No.
Oh my
I want
goodness!
to one day.
I had the blast
He's
too
a
in
fun guy.
we had the blast too in Miami. Oh, Liam is absolutely a blast. I hope to be able to go to the Colts and Minnesota Vikings game later this year in Minnesota. We'll get to meet him then. Pace truck's coming down. We have 14 laps to go. It'll be 13 to go as they cross the line. Jimmy Rowdy is your leader. Him and Johnny Hurst have literally been banging and for first place here as they go back and forth, beating and banging their trucks. Rowdy gets a great start. That'll mean Johnny Hurst gonna fall right there to second, along with Jeff Scott. They're gonna be actually single file for the first 4 or 5 trucks here almost.
Where did Tim Richardson come from? Have we talked about him like at all?
No, but he also did the same thing last week to come home with the top 5.
He did. I remember actually. Huh.
Yeah, Tim Richardson last year was all about bad luck Tim almost. He couldn't buy his good luck. It was constantly having something happen to him, so I think anything right now running to finish this race he'll be very happy with. But right now, the battle is for the lead between
These two are still going at it.
Oh my goodness. You see Jeff Scott right behind him like, oh, you two just go ahead and you wreck each other and I'll go home with the victory.
I'll
Thank you.
slide right through.
Man,
These
you-
two might if they're not careful. These two are getting really brave with their passes on each other.
Yeah, right there. Johnny Hurst to the outside. He's currently their leader as they go down into turn number 3. But you see Jimmy Rowdy's going to be able to send it into 3. He will clear for first. Is he going to get up in front of him? Actually, the 58 will go ahead and clear behind him and just get right into his draft.
Oh.
Oh, they're wrecking behind.
The banana flag is out on track.
The banana
Yeah.
flag. Oh, no. Is this Daniel Love? Daniel Love is having himself a good race.
happened to Daniel? Is that Jason Kinney again?
Oh
What
my
in the
goodness!
world?
Oh,
And
and
the course truck gets taken out again.
he had nowhere to go. Poor. I hope Daniel Love. That's not his. I hope he's got a faster pair still.
I'm going to the Waffle House on the opposite end of whichever Waffle House these guys are going.
Oh my goodness! Hey, Waffle House. That doesn't sound half bad right now, to be honest with you.
My stomach's been having issues the past few days, so Waffle House probably might kill me at this rate.
Well,
Might
you
not
know
be a
what?
good
If
idea.
you live by the Waffle House, you die by the Waffle House, right? Oh my goodness! You know, in my NFL fantasy league, they wanted to try to implement that Waffle House thing. I said that is absolutely not happening.
Oh.
All right. Well, let's see. They're crossing the line here. We do have 10 laps to go. This league does only offer 2 green-white checkers. So we'll have to see if these drivers will require to use them. The lights are still on for the pace truck. You see the number 78, Matthew Gall. He's going to get his lap back. So he'll go get... That'll put 11 trucks on the lead lap right now. Still majority of your field. So still plenty of these drivers out there. And... let's see. No,
Where's Paul? I wonder what he has to say about all this.
Hey, before we go get Paul, you want to know who's on the lead lap right now?
Who?
The 72, Jerome Cooper.
What? How? Dude, how is this truck that has been bullied still on the lead lap? On top 10, too, actually. That's crazy.
Jerome Cooper.
I didn't even realize that. We got Paul up in the booth now.
Oh, good,
What's up,
Paul.
Paul?
Go ahead. What's up, Paul?
Did you need some comedic relief? I know me coming into the room is funny enough.
No,
but
no,
it's really, you didn't have to laugh at me like that.
we just noticed that Jerome Cooper is back on the lead lap.
Yeah,
No front end.
Surviving at this rate.
he has been, I think, for a minute.
Well, we talked about it. So, yeah, no, it was perfect. Go ahead, buddy.
71 coming out of, I believe it was turn 4. Yes, turn 4. Came up a little high, getting into the front end of the 66, causing himself to turn around and bring out the caution.
I am so
That's
sorry.
all I got for you.
I took a sip for you. I just had
Yeah, I was
took a
like-
quick sip. All right. Well, that'll answer
Yeah,
that.
hey, you know, I haven't been able to go out and get a bottle of water because these guys have been wrecking every 4 laps. You know, if you want to trade spots, I'll give you mine for like 3 minutes. Just give me enough time to go to the kitchen, okay?
I don't think I want to be race control for 3 minutes.
You sure?
We'll just DQ
I mean-
all of them. We'd have nobody left.
Well, no, I don't think I do.
You know what? You're probably right. You know what? If I did put Sam up there, you're probably right. He probably would DQ them all. Never mind, Sam. You're not allowed in the booth.
I'm about to say everybody except for
Rowdy
I don't
and
know. Hurst.
because these two are
Yeah.
putting on a show.
Well, honestly, everybody from 5th back is getting disqualified automatically.
That you're the 5th place driver. Like, come on, I can do. No, reminds me of the cars. No, don't take me out of the race, Doc. I can still race.
How about 6th back? You know, because you know,
Hey, you know what?
1st
I'm
through
gonna
5th is looking pretty stacked by one team. You know.
You know what? Maybe race control. I'll manually pull Larry Fairman up to 3rd automatically just to see what happens. Just because he's right, the Canadian.
Oh man. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. I got to get back to work.
Appreciate it, Paul. All right, Sam. I'll let you take away this one.
iRacing.com official pace truck gonna come down into the pit lane. Jimmy Rowdy and Johnny Hirsch are still going at it, followed by Jeff Scott and then Tim Richardson. Green flags in the air. Pretty good pull away for Jimmy Rowdy. Johnny Hirsch is gonna slide in right behind him. Jeff Scott's gonna slide in. Maybe not. He's gonna take the whole line. Go down low. Tim Richardson's gonna look to the outside.
And driver of the double zero truck, who's also out today, is Steven Shu joining us in chat. Steven, thanks for joining us. He is rooting on Timmy. Yes, we would love to see Tim Richardson get himself a victory, but you know what? I am rooting for Tim to get himself just a top 5, is have a solid race. We're not going to jinx him into anything. He's gone out there and earned himself a good race. But right now, almost 7 laps to go. Jimmy Rowdy, he is really looking to make himself the back-to-back winner at Michigan. And right now, he is fighting hard. Andrew Smith was the guy who won the first season. So Jimmy Rowdy right now, the only guy on track to have won at Michigan, and he wants to keep it that way.
Come on, Angel. We've checked off almost every box in this race. We might as well throw the commentator's curse in there just for fun.
No, we gotta have all the fun out there, you know, and we
You know
do.
what? Here, this is something I did last night. Let's see. What crazy thing can we pull off?
Oh, there goes one truck. He's loose.
Oh, who was that?
I think that was the 2 of Tim Richardson.
Ah.
Well, he's right now in 8th place, 6 laps to go, so he's still right there, right with them.
I'm gonna call something crazy. Larry Fairman for the win. How? I don't know. Whoa,
Whoops.
Johnny Harris got really loose going into that turn.
That could be right there. 6 laps to go means he got. Oh, he's gonna smack the wall.
Again.
Wow. And that'll let Jeff Scott get to his inside as they go into turn number 3. Does Jeff Scott clear him? He's going to slide up in front of him. Does Johnny Hurst have enough of a run? I think Johnny's got enough of a run to stay to his outside. Here comes Chris Ramsey. How is he still in this race? They're now 3 wide.
What is going on here?
Matthew A said, look at Jimmy Rowdy said, you guys just keep having fun back there. I am enjoying the view.
96 almost made it 3 wide there. Johnny Hurst is like fighting to survive at this point. Whoa, Jeff Scott kind of slides up.
Oh, contact, Jeff Scott, Johnny Hurst.
They also hold it though. They'll hold it. They're straight.
Johnny Hurst takes the worst of it. He's going to go flying to the inside wall. He's just got probably no steering left. Chris Ramsey, Jeff Scott almost made contact. They made contact again in 3 and 4.
Ramsey holds on to it. Jeff Scott holds on to it. This allows Matthew Ace Barker to do what he did last week and slide in second. We got 4 laps left here at Michigan.
And Jimmy Rowdy's pulled off now to an 0.8 of a second lead as Matthew Ace is the guy in second place. He's going to need some help, but they're going to be battling. Here comes Chris Ramsey, who's I thought was done after that last damage. Jerome Cooper, he's out there. He's on, it's damage. He's trying to make it best he can. And Daniel Love, he's made his way back up here into the mix as well, as they're trying to get past this lap truck.
Whoa, Jerome Cooper.
Yeah, he's trying to stay at the bottom there. And then actually the number
Someone
20,
almost hit him.
that gold and white truck, no, sorry, that's Matthew Ace. That is Matthew Ace.
Yeah. 13's right on him. Chris Ramsey. Actually, it's truly right on him. He's pushing him, actually.
Well, that's going to be their only chance to win this race. They're going to have to work together, and that's smart. Chris Ramsey needs to go a little bit higher in each of the turns so that he can get the good run off and get to the back bumper. No, he's going to get to the inside. I don't know if he's just loose. He said maybe there's no chance. Yeah, well, either way, he's going to dive to the inside. This might kill any chance these guys have to win this race, as it'll be 2 laps to go as they come off of turn number 4. Daniel Love, look at what he's made his way back up here into the top 4 as well.
So we're going to be mainly a fight for second at this point. Daniel Love with a huge run. He's not able to get by Matthew Ace Barker. Crazy stuff here. He refuses to give up.
Yeah, he's currently a lap truck, so he's not battling for position right now. And oh, the 96 going to cut the nose off there on the 13. The 13's going to slide up a little bit. 71's going to give him the room. And they come off of turn number 4. White flag for Rowdy.
We're on the final lap of the Ruff-Neck Truck Series, sponsored by Wagoner, Welding, and AdminBoxx.
Oh, Matthew Ace looking to put the block. Contact the 13. He forces his way under. He was not going to be denied for second. The 13's loose.
13's drifting.
He's going to do a great save. There's going to be a battle for second now.
Yeah, they're fighting for second place. Daniel Love trying to make his move on Matthew Ace Barker. He honestly might be able to get it done because he's got a pretty good run here. Coming into 3 and 4. They are side by side, banging a little bit.
Well, it doesn't matter as they come off of turn number 4. Give them back-to-back wins at Michigan. Jimmy Rowdy is going to walk away with the win as they finish in a fantastic side-by-side action for second and for 4th right behind.
2 thousandths of a second between second and third.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
They were side by side there for the finish for sure.
And it's almost a 7/10 of a second victory there for Jimmy Rowdy. Nice recovery for Daniel Love to come back in second.
Yeah.
Wow, what a finish to this race. That was good. That is an instant classic, I have to say. We're gonna go ahead and let's go find
Midwest City, Oklahoma. Wonder where that is.
Well, we'll have an opportunity to ask him now in just a moment.
Let him burn it down first.
Oh, they love to be the first ones, trust me. They're waiting. Jimmy, this is Angel and Sam here in the SRM broadcast booth. We're getting to talk with the back-to-back race winner for Michigan.
Oh my God, Angel! I just want to give the biggest shout out to Jeff Scott and his family for all the stuff they're going through right now. I don't know if anyone knows. I don't want to get into it, but I just want to give Jeff and his family the biggest shout out I can. Man, I tell you what, you battled hard, you've battled through it, and you're friggin' amazing, dude. We
Nice
got
catch.
you.
Much appreciated.
We got you friggin' back, dude. Keep your head up high, man. You will eventually get that win.
Hey, and he had a great race tonight, finishing in 4th himself, so definitely not a bad day for him, especially starting on pole. And a big shout out to the family. Very, very appreciative there, and I know that Jeff will be very appreciative of that. We will give you the opportunity to celebrate yourself a victory here. Jimmy, you know, it took until Season 2, a little bit past that halfway point of Season 2 to get that win. You break through, and I have to say, you probably won more races than anybody else in that span.
I just been Ace, Matt Barker, Tim Richardson, Doug, all those Team Ruff-Neck guys. They've been, keep, making sure I'm getting the practice in. Come on, man, come practice with us. Come on, man, come practice with us. And I kind of took the off season and didn't really do any practice, and I kind of messed them up. I didn't really work on team stuff like I should have. And guys, that's on me. I've told y'all before how sorry I am, but I'm here to stay, and man, I love working with y'all. Y'all are freaking amazing. They keep my spirits high when it's going rough. And I just love racing with those guys.
Well, I'd say that in that time, man, I think it's working, back here in Victory Lane again. And it seems like Michigan just a track that just works well for you here.
Yeah, I think I got lucky, Angel, again, just playing my cards right, playing tire strategy right. I would prefer to have been in front before I got in front, but I kind of like hanging around second and third until it's like 20-ish, 25 to go like I did, and then it's time to go, teammates or not.
Well,
So,
I get it, man, but, and even, your nephew mentioned that, hey, maybe you're enjoying racing in second, just giving it a moment, and you could tell that was the case. So from here, I guess actually before we do the from here part, we're not going to get a chance to talk to Johnny Herr, so we got to hear, man, the beating and banging between the two of you was phenomenal tonight.
yeah, me and Johnny got, we've got a little bit of a rivalry going. And I don't know if the first bit of banging was just on accident between one of us, but I kind of banged him back like, hey man, I ain't going away. But and then I kind of banged him a couple more times just to remind him, hey man, I'm still here. I'm not going away anytime soon. Actually, on our Monday series here, the Gen 6 series here, we raced here, and I was battling Jeff Scott and another Ruff-Neck teammate, Rick Baldwin. Appreciate it, man. And I told him next time, because they was blocking me at then, I said, next time, and then when it comes down to it, I'm not going to lift. And I think that's what part of me has changed in my racing career is I'm done being the total nice guy until all throughout the race into the end. I gotta do what's good for me too, along with my team.
Hey, there you go, and here you are in victory lane because of it. Jimmy, we'll go ahead and let you celebrate. Give a quick shout out to your friends, family, sponsors here, and then go out and celebrate the victory.
I want to give a big shout out to James Wagner. Man, you build us some awesome trucks out here. They're super fast. We finish up in top 5, top 10 week in and week out. Man, these trucks are super fast. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate all my Ruff-Neck teammates. They are frigging amazing. I want to give a huge shout out to Kick-Ass Duke. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Dylan down in Florida. I want to give a shout out to my family. And then the only thing I just want to say real quick, because I'll go off on another rant. But I listened to last week's live stream, Angel, and I heard you was going to the 500. I just want to tell you how lucky you are, because I have lived in that area for 24 years and I never got to go.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, buddy. It is awesome. I'm excited for it. Thank you. I'll send pictures.
Alrighty, man. Sounds good. Thank you again,
Congrats.
Angel and Sam. Y'all do such an amazing job on the broadcast, and I look forward to watching it later.
We appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. All right, that was your race winner there, Jimmy Rowdy. Excited, and understandably so. Sam, if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and let you speak with Dan and have this one.
Alrighty then. Hey, Daniel, it is Sam and Angel up in the booth. You got us?
Hey, I got you.
Pretty dramatic race for like the entire field. A lot of stuff happened. I know you kind of fell back and then made your way back up. Ended up in second. So, kind of walk me through what you were just thinking throughout the entire race.
I was watching everybody up front, and I figured I could probably run up front. I would much rather lead some laps, but then, I think I said it last week. I kind of treat this track like Daytona and Talladega. I'd rather fall to the back, hang out, and then make a run at the end. And I saved saved a set of tires for the end, and it seemed to help a lot. I'm actually surprised that me and the 96 didn't wreck each other come down to the line, but glad we didn't.
Yeah, and it was I honestly couldn't tell who was gonna get it. Try to think here. Yeah, how was the pit stop strategy? Did you like saving tires or fuel, or what was going on for the long run?
I was saving fuel for the most part. I really wasn't too worried about the tires, and I was just looking at them, and the right rear was 95, 97. So really wasn't too worried about the tires. I was more worried about having fuel at the end, and then I think I came in and just took fuel for one of the pit stops, dropped all the way to the back, and then I knew there was going to be another caution, so saved my tires best I could, and then came in and got tires that time.
Yeah, that's what me and Angel were talking about at the start of the race during y'all's qualifying. Angel, you have anything else for Dan?
Matt, no, Dan, you've had some untraditional ways to lose a race, so I have to say that for you to come back and still finish second, I'd say take those one, put it in the pocket, and go home with it and see if you can't just improve that one more next week.
No, I was third last week, second this week, so I'll wait. Next week's Bristol Dirt.
Was it Bristol Dirt or ISS?
Yeah, no, it's Bristol Dirt.
Oh man, I am looking at the wrong.
Oh, what schedule you're looking at?
Oh, I'm looking at the Gen 6 schedule. Oh my goodness, that's what I was looking at. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
that was the
next
problem.
Week, yeah, I'm not good at dirt tracks. That's going to be an experience, but no, all in all, I want to give a shout out to Jeff Scott and his family. Just my heart goes out to him.
I appreciate it, Dan, and I know I'm sure that Jeff's family is appreciative of it as well. Thank you very much, and but we'll go ahead and we'll let you go and enjoy this podium finish here.
Thank y'all.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead, Sam. We'll just bring in last week's winner here, Matt Ace. Matt, how we doing tonight?
Hey, good. You?
Not half bad. Gonna not first from last week, but we'll take third. Right, still podium.
Yeah, we'll take podium. After my crazy night going 2 laps down and wondering if I would get enough cautions to get them back, so to come back and actually being on the podium, I'll take that as a win. A good start to the season. I'll take a first and third, first 2 races. So I haven't. I think we have 2 drop races in points. So I don't think I'm gonna have to use a mulligan after the first 2 weeks. So that's always a plus.
Yeah, that's a great way to start the season. The question is, because I was looking at the Gen 6 schedule, so I told everybody I'm broadcasting correctly. Next week we're at Bristol Dirt. That I was so reminded. How is that going to require a mulligan, or do you think that's going to be another hopefully a good race for you?
No, Bristol Dirt actually plays into my favor. I come from a dirt background.
Oh, goodness.
I drove the dirt cars. I did it for about 15 years. So that actually that's on my home court. So I feel pretty good about next week.
Oh, we should expect to see you running up front then next week. In the meantime, this week will work out good for you, Matthew. We'll go ahead and just let you. Go ahead and. Oh my God, I am so sorry there. We'll go ahead and let you celebrate with your top 3 finish. If you want to go ahead and shout out friends, family, anybody watching, sponsors.
I always want to shout out James Wagoner, Welding, for all that he does for us. I want to shout out a good friend of mine, brother of mine, teammate of mine, Jeff Scott. Tonight was rough for him, losing his brother last week. Dedicate this Ruff-Neck win in 3rd place definitely to him tonight. He just don't know what he means to us and the team. So just a big shout out to Jeff Scott this week.
Oh, because you so quick.
We appreciate it, Matthew, very much.
Always the wife, of course. Always the wife.
Oh, always the wife. Always the wife. Can't forget her. Absolutely, Matt.
Oh, that's important.
We appreciate it, Mac. And let's see
everything y'all do for us.
Hey, as I always say, you guys put on the show. We just get to talk about it. So thank you.
Hey, thank you, sir.
All right, Sam. That was your 3rd place finisher. Let's go ahead and bring up our. Let's go ahead and bring up our finishing positions for tonight's race. Jimmy Rowdy getting his first victory of the season, 2nd at Michigan, and just going to go ahead and add to that win total he is starting to really rack up here in the Ruff-Neck Racing Truck Series. Daniel Love in 2nd, Matthew Ace in 3rd, Jeff Scott, this will be a nice race for him and a nice dedication for his brother. Larry Fairman, Larry Fairman and Jeff Scott, they were only 3 1,000ths of a second off of each other, so that was a close battle for 4th. Tim Richardson come home in 6th place. He'll be very happy to finish a race here. Chris Ramsey in 7th, again, very surprising to see him come up there. 8th for Matthew Gall, 9th for Jason Kinney, Trevor Bergman gonna round out your top 10. Matthew Gall gonna be, Jerome Cooper is still going to finish in 11th, so I have to say, very, very impressed with Jerome Cooper to still come home when he could have been in 17th. So those points hopefully really do matter for him by the end of the season. Johnny Hurst would finish in 12th, James Wagner in 13th, Chad Hawkins in 14th, James Cooper in 15th, Bill Porter in 16th, and Jonathan Vandenberg in the 17th position, Penguin there being our race control. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Sam, do you have anything prepared to sign us off, or I'll go ahead and sign us off for us?
You know what?
I didn't really ask you. I didn't really ask you beforehand. I'm sorry, but nonetheless, want to thank everybody as always for joining us here on the Ruff-Neck Racing Series. Next week we get to head to Bristol Dirt. Now that I have the correct schedule here in front of me, the Bristol Dirt last year honestly was a really good race. It's the first time almost all of them had ever been on dirt. They really expected the worst. I didn't know what to expect going into it, and it actually ended up being kind of entertaining. So I'm actually pretty excited for next week's race. So thank you everybody again for joining us tonight. Make sure if you haven't already, as mentioned, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and check out all the other racing action we have. Right now we do have some of our other leagues being broadcasted on the Sim Racing Media Network, so check them out. Thank you again for joining us, and have a great rest of your evening, everybody. We'll see you next week.